for lunch, and according to him for lunch, breakfast and dinner. Now I'll just tell you, if you go deep into it, what is culture? Culture is a very difficult term, but do you know what culture is? Culture is what one does when no one looks at you. Did you get it? Strategy is the same. So it doesn't only eat breakfast, lunch and all. They are together all the time. They are a well-knit family, strategy and culture. So if you are a good cultured man is called Arya. Arya is not a man who has come from the central India. Arya is a cultured man. When Arjuna puts the Gandiva down in the war front and tells Krishna, I can't fight. Who am I killing? My gurus, my brothers, my cousins. Then Krishna says, Anarya Justa, O Partha. You are not a good man because you promised your brother that you will fight. And because of you has come to the war. And now you say, I am not fighting. Anarya Justa, O Partha. Akirti Param. You won't get Kirti. Asvargiyam. You will never go to Swarga. So remember, you are an Arya. You are a cultured man. Because you do what you say and say what you do. That's called walking your talk. And I have studied Raju and he is Arya. Good boy. I like him because he loves homeopathy. I also love homeopathy. These various caste systems in medicine, allopathy, this pathy, that pathy. I tell my students, whether you practice allopathy, umapathy, Ajurveda, Ayurveda, homeopathy, as long as you practice sympathy and empathy, you don't have to worry about it. Today that's exactly what we don't do. When the hospital started in the 18th century, anybody who went into the hospital went to heaven. It was called hospitalism. All because of the infection in the hospital. And the one who brought down this mortality from 100% to 40% was Florence Nightingale, who called herself, I am the general of buckets, brushes, soap, bread and bandage. All that she did was give them good food, tender loving care and cleanliness. Mortality fell down. Now you talk of homeopathy, we have come back to that principle. In America, there is a Chinese doctor called Dr. Chan in the Johns Hopkins Hospital. She was a pediatrician and her children were dying like flies of simple infections by a simple germ which normally should not affect a human being, called Clostridium difficile. Children were just flying, coming to the intensive care unit and dying. One day she read a lot of Indian scriptures, and in the Indian veterinary science, in the 17th century, a cow has a bad infection. The treatment was another cow's shit. Okay? She said, why not I do the same thing? Children are anyway dying. So she took the mother shit of a child who is seriously dying and 250 cc of the shit, emulsified with water and put it through the rice tube into the mouth, through the gut. And in 4 hours the child was perfectly normal. Of course they called it fecal transplant and it becomes respectable when it comes from America. If Murarji Desai drinks his own urine, he will say, hey, fool, doesn't know anything. But if America says, come on now, take shit as the best treatment for infection, you immediately say yes. And in America now you can get poop capsules. No poop capsules. If you want your immune system to be boosted, you buy poop capsules, $5 a capsule. Only thing is it's not yellow. That yellow part of the material they have removed, it's a shit only. So what I am telling you is, this is a big cycle. Goes on and on and on. So nobody should pontificate to the world saying that what I think is the right thing. You know, without cholesterol, you can survive forever. With the cholesterol, you will die very soon. Very interesting thing. When I was a student, we were taught normal cholesterol must be about 250 milligrams. After I passed, 10 years later, it became 200. Another 10 years, it came to 180. Then another 10 years, it came to 160. And then the drugs started coming. From cholesterol in the 50s to statins in the 90s, 2000. And do you know the business? If I were to show you a graph, the death rate due to coronary artery disease was going up. And proportionately, the profit of the drug companies was also going up. You can extrapolate the two graphs, identical, absolutely parallel. Now they say I have been saying cholesterol is a friend, more the merrier. If you want to live long, you must have good cholesterol. A study done in French nursing home showed ladies above 90 had about 800, 900 cholesterol. Because remember, you kill billions of your cells every day. They have to be replaced. And new cell wall is cholesterol. And if you don't have enough cholesterol in your blood, the cell wall is so weak that it invites necrosis, which invites cancer. But I don't want to tell you more about cholesterol, because if you don't have cholesterol, you die very young. Now America says cholesterol is very good. Have you seen last month's Times magazine? Bullseye, 2 bullseyes on the cover. They eat more eggs, eat beef, eat red meat, fry your things in lard. This is what used to happen when we were students in the West. We used to get onion rings. And those onion rings are so tasty.